Everyone, and welcome back to What's Buzzin' at the Bee. Thank you so much for joining us. On our little fabric tour today, we are starting up at the front counter with a gorgeous new sample that we are very excited to show you. This is the Summer Sparkles quilt using interwoven from In the Beginning. We've been waiting for this one for a while now. It's been a little delayed this year, but we are super excited it's finally in, because as you can see, it just creates the most beautiful, colorful quilt. Just so many variations, and love the sort of two-tone look and then multicolored in some blocks. It just has a very cool effect. So like I said, it does use the interwoven fabrics, and we do have those in yardage. And then we do also have the kit available for this as well. So if you want to do the Summer Sparkles kit, we have everything here that you need to put this together. Just super excited to have this one. And like I said, it just has such a cool effect. And I think lots of people are going to be dazzled by it. Beautiful. So that is interwoven and in the Summer Sparkles quilt. Okay, and right over here we have our notion of the week, which is going to be all of our E6000 products. So we've got fray lock, we've got your typical E6000 glue with the special small point. And then for any sort of heavy duty permanent gluing, we have the larger bottles as well. So those will be 20% off for the next week, as will our kit of the week, which this week is our Novac bag. Now this one uses the Rifle Paper Co. fabric. This is the canvas version of the book print. It has the little bits of metallic gold on there, which are accented in all of the hardware. We use some nice faux leather to kind of add a nice element. We've got the gold zipper up top, and we used this very cool script print, which is also a canvas, on the inside. And there are a couple different pockets here. You've got just like an open pocket, and there's also a zipper in there also. So beautiful bag, perfect as we're going into fall. Everyone's getting ready to cozy up with a good book, and this is just an adorable little accessory to have. Okay, and I will mention real quick while we're walking, our notion of the week and kit of the week are not updating currently on our website. So make sure you check either your email from us or the lives as usual to get the most updated info, and we'll let you know when we work that out. Okay, next up, we showed off this line a few weeks ago. This is the very cute Victorian Nightmares collection from RJR. Super cute Halloween line. It's got some sort of a vintage looking motifs mixed in with kind of the different spooky factors. And we have this adorable sample to show off with this. You can kind of see what it looks like together. We used the Around the Block pattern from Figo, which is a free pattern, and it just uses fat quarters. So all you need is, I think it's about 12 fat quarters, which includes the background here. We kind of did just a half yard of that because we wanted it to stay consistent. And then just 10 fat quarters of the rest of the collection. Super cute. One of our teachers, Kelly Marie, put this one together, and Linda Weaver quilted it. So love how that turned out. It's kind of a different take on Halloween. We kind of have the typical oranges and blacks, and that one with the purples and teals is just very fun. Okay, moving along here, we have another line from Figo. This one is called Painted Garden. And this one is a beautiful mix of kind of purples and magentas with little pops of gold and brighter oranges. Kind of a brighter take on more of an autumn color palette. You've got those beautiful butterflies and kind of the different textures with the cross hatching and the dots. Very cute. And we do have a kit for this one as well. So in addition to the fat quarters you see here, we also have the kit, which is the Shades of Citrus 2.0 pattern from Lo and Behold. And we will have a sample for this one, so we'll show it off as soon as it's done. Super excited about that one. I think it's going to turn out beautifully, so I can't wait to show you guys. Okay, and around the corner here, another line from Figo. This one is called Tranquility. This one is a mix of beautiful greens and kind of floral foliage prints. There are some different sort of textures in there as well. We do have some fat quarter bundles, a nice mix of those beautiful muted greens. A couple more down on the bottom here, as well as a few of the canvases that we showed off last week. This is Orchard Run. Some beautiful greens that would be absolutely beautiful to mix with this collection. So maybe you want to do the outside of a bag in the canvases, and maybe the lining or some of the accents in these gorgeous fabrics from Tranquility. Beautiful. Okay, working back this way, we're going to come around the corner here to take a look at some batiks. Okay, right here we are super excited. This is the Amethyst collection from Hoffman. And this collection of batiks in these beautiful purples, pinks, and magentas are the fabrics you will use for the Hoffman Challenge this year. So the Hoffman Challenge, you have to use at least 5 of these prints. There are different categories that you can enter, and then there are prizes for the winners. So we do have some of the little booklets up here if you want to take a look and see what goes into the Hoffman Challenge and if it's something you'd be interested in doing. So I think these fabrics are gorgeous, and I'm very excited to see what people do with them for the challenge. Okay, coming around the side here, we're going to go into our floral section. And right on the side here, we have from Clothworks, Charlotte. This is a very sweet collection. Very light pinks and blues with some beautiful soft florals. We've got some smaller scale, we've got some little dots, and kind of really classic, kind of has a little bit of a French feel. And we do have some fun things coming for this line as well. So stay tuned for that. Okay, moving on over into our kind of where we're creating kind of more of a wovens and garment section. Starting off right here, we do have a couple new rayons for you. So some beautiful prints from Art Gallery. And those are 60 wide, which is fantastic. And then we also have some brand new knits. So this is kind of like a nice jersey knit material. So if you're kind of getting into some garments, we just got a couple different ones to try out. A nice solid, a nice stripe, and then a fun print. So those will be available back over here. And then right up top, we have some beautiful new plaid wovens. These are a part of the Thistle and Rye collection by Janet Nesbitt. So a beautiful kind of color palette, more fall-like, which is perfect because the cotton collection that's right back here is also in those colors. So we're gonna move on over here real quick. This is the Quilting cotton collection for Thistle and Rye. A beautiful mix of different prints, but in the same color palette as those plaids. So I can't wait to see what people do to use them together. Janet always has some very fun patterns. She has One Sister patterns, so definitely check her out. You've got kind of more of the warmer tones on top, and then we've got some cooler colors on the bottom there, grays, greens, and purples, but still in those beautiful prints. Okay, now heading back over into Novelty, we have a couple other lines to show you. First up, we have Under the Moonlight from Three Wishes. This is kind of a winter woodsy collection. We've got the deer and the wolves and the hibernating bears there. So some very nice kind of winter feeling kind of wildlife prints. And this line has a couple panels as well. So we've got this beautiful wolf panel, a nice snow scene. And then we also have one hanging up high over here. This first one here, we've got the cabin, we've got the deer, and then you can see the bears there as well. Very nice light in these panels. That one's very warm, and this one kind of has a cool look to it. So beautiful wildlife collection. And then another fun one over here that we have is a brand new one from Riley Blake. And this one is called John Wayne. As you can see, it's a whole collection that kind of pays homage to John Wayne. So we've got some, you know, typical kind of cowboy prints in there. So not all of them are John Wayne specific, but it's a nice mix. Could definitely do some very cute kind of Western inspired projects with this one, or go full out cowboy. And there is a panel that goes along with this one as well. And this one fully is a John Wayne panel. So if you have anyone in your life that is a big fan, this would be a super fun fabric collection to make something out of. Wonderful. Okay, now heading further into our novelty section, we've got a couple more to show you. The first one here is also from In the Beginning. This is their new Wonders of the Ocean collection. And this one also has a panel. So in addition to all of these gorgeous ocean prints and that beautiful border print, we've got this block panel here as well. You've got the turtle, the octopus, there's a seahorse, a mix of shells there. And they have a really cool, almost like Polynesian style art to them. So very fun. And then over on this side, we have another collection from Three Wishes. This one is called Legendary Loner. And as you can see, it's kind of a little bit of a Bigfoot inspired collection. So it kind of has that woodsy feel, but with those fun, whimsical Bigfoot prints. And we've got the rest of our Bigfoot prints right next to it as well. So you can kind of mix and match. And there is a panel with this one as well. So we've got a mix of kind of Bigfoot scenes with that nice kind of camouflage leaf print in the background. So a couple more fun novelty collections for you this week. And then heading on over here, we've got another kind of mix between reproduction and Christmas. So newest collection from Kim Deal. This is Baubles and Balsam. And it's kind of like a take on, you know, it's got the Christmas color palette. It's got some more Christmassy prints, but it also just is kind of that beautiful classic traditional look. I love how it has some of those brighter greens in there, but then it does kind of transition into some of these more muted, sort of darker greens. And then up top, just a couple little blenders from Kim Deal as well. These are her butterscotch and brickle collection. I actually think it's buttercream and brickle. It's a little bit of a mouthful, but these ones pair very nicely with this collection and also a lot of the other more traditional prints as well. Okay, and moving up to the side counter here, we have this beautiful quilt to show off, which I know you all have seen probably before. This is the Jacobean Dreams quilt. This was designed by Rebecca, and she created all of these beautiful wool applique designs as a block of the month. And we recently kitted up the whole thing, so no longer as a block of the month, but in kit form, and we only have one left. So if it's kind of been something you've been thinking about and you haven't gone for it yet, this is your last chance to get one, exclusive to the Quilting Bee. And yeah, it just has all of these beautiful wool applique. So in the kit, you get all of the background fabrics that you need, all of the wool pieces, and the binding. So definitely come grab the last one if you want, or you can give our store a call as well to snag the last one there. I did want to mention too, we realize it's coming up very quickly, but the Washington State Quilt Show, WSQ, is coming up next month. It is the 17th, 18th, and 19th. As you guys know, that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That is the only Sunday of the year that we are open. So make sure that if you haven't already, mark that on your calendar. Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you all so much for joining us on our little fabric tour today. We will be on Whatnot with a lot of the new stuff that we showed off today, so make sure you join us there as well. And we will see you next week for another What's Buzzin' at the Bee.